I'm getting like a good effect I would want for the grass by where the shadow is. So I'm gonna do that. Remembering, yes, this little spot of green. All right, so that concludes today's session. Actually, you know what? Let me give you a little bit more. One more thing I'm gonna do.
Mom, have you been painting ever since you were a kid?
No, I haven't. Why? Why do you ask?
I don't know. It's just because you're painting so well. You're always, you know.
Well, that's the interesting thing, Coolest. A lot of people think that because they see me painting like this, that I like woke up and I was like a baby genius or something. That is not me. My story does not begin painting as like a little baby Mozart. I did not start to truly enjoy painting until maybe about a year or two ago. When I was younger, maybe, yeah, sure, maybe I did a little finger painting in kindergarten class or a Mother's Day project or something, but I did some painting when I was in high school, and that was very memorable. I took art class with my crush, now love, which is your father, by the way, and I took AP art, and he was down the hall at another classroom. But anyway, we're talking about painting, right? So I took AP art when I was in high school, and that was a lot of fun because we learned about all different kinds of mediums. We learned about sketching, we learned about painting, we learned about different techniques, different ways to set up the painting. And I had the opportunity to submit my work to the College Board because it was an AP class. That means advanced placement. That means that there's like a 50% chance by the time you're done with the class, you could not only pass the class but get college credit. And guess what? I passed the class, but I did not get college credit. College Board says you need at least a 3 on a 5 scale in order to get credit. I couldn't get the credit. So it was actually really heartbreaking because I don't know, I thought I was really good. And shout out to Miss Tavernier and Miss Capella, who were my AP art teachers, because they believed in me, as they believed in many other students. And they encouraged me to submit my work, so I did. But to find out from the College Board that I didn't make the AP art credits, you know, at that time I wasn't even considering being an art teacher. Like, I was going to school for education. I wanted to be either a lawyer or a teacher or both. And so when that ship sailed and I did not get credit, I just leaned on to what I knew, which was, you know what, I'm going to school, I'm going to become a teacher. But from that moment on, I hadn't really engaged in any real art experiences, with an exception of maybe like a girls' night out. Those of you who are watching my day ones, you know what I'm talking about. We had our fair share of girls' night outs where we were painting and enjoying adult beverages. And what was so fun about that is it was an opportunity for release. Like, anybody who works a full-time job or has to run a family, like, you know what it's like to be cooped up in your office space. So yeah, I didn't start enjoying painting until recently. I remember moments when I would truly like feel like I couldn't survive without painting something. I would beg my husband, please, help me find a canvas. I need to paint something big. And at that time, I thought I was painting like the largest thing I had ever seen. And probably wasn't that large now in perspective. It was probably like takes up this much space of the canvas, but in my world, it was huge. And I started to really enjoy the feeling of release that I would get from painting. Like even right now, I'm processing my emotions, processing the things that happened during the workday. And so that was really cool to be able to do that. And so I started doing it not just for fun anymore. I started doing it because it was my way to heal. You know, those of you who are doing that work, that inner child work, it's the inner child work, it's the workplace drama work, it is the workplace racial microaggressions work, really trying to process any of those times that I ever felt like I wasn't enough. And I'm smart enough to know that I am enough. But when you're in those situations, when you're challenged with those thoughts, you have a decision that you have to make. How are you going to show up for yourself? And depending on how you decide to show up for yourself could actually mean that, you know what? I say, boop this job. I don't need this job. I don't need this experience. Or it could mean like, you know what? I think I still can stick in this. I think I could still stay with this. So definitely painting has helped me to process a lot. But now I not only do it for enjoyment and healing, but that release. I do it because I love the way it makes me feel as I'm experiencing it, as I'm meditating on the messages that I'm hoping to bring across. I hear my toddler. I'm a working mom. I hear my toddler calling my name. I'm also thinking about, you know, just the enjoyment that other people get when they receive my art. And so, yeah, the short answer, no, I haven't painted all my life. And even the work that I'm doing today is better than 20 plus years ago when I was in high school. And it's better than the work that I did 5 years ago, and even the work that I did a year ago, or even this summer. So I paint because it's my opportunity to heal, to dream, to laugh, to scream. Because I paint, no actual people are harmed in life. So I hope you enjoy this little soundbite, and I hope to see you soon. I hope to see you soon. Peace and love, my babies.